Greetings and welcome to another weekly Vault video with me, Treggyz. I noticed sitting here logged in that my DK happens to be sticking his weapon in a not so appropriate place for my warrior, so I don't know what's going on there, but let's get right into it, shall we? Just want to take a second to once again thank everybody for subscribing on YouTube, and I would like to think kind of a nice little humble goal is to hit maybe 250 subscribers before the end of the year, so maybe you can help me out if you're not subscribed today. I would really appreciate it. Thank you guys. It's been it was a very good week, I should say. Got a lot of shit done, I felt. To be very, very honest. And I'm really hoping for some good stuff, which, hey, you know what? That ring up there is pretty darn good. I really wanted it when we killed the worm this weekend. Double check the other pieces though too, just to be safe. Oh, that's all better down there. Hero. Belt, I don't necessarily think I want, but I am pretty positive I just go for the Myth Broodtwister ring, but I'll sim real fast just to double check. It always sort of sucks when I get a vault like this where it's like, you know, probably got the obvious choice right here in the ring. So I'm just waiting on the sim though. It's like I would say all four of these pieces are kind of relevant. It's like maybe not the shoulders. The only thing the shoulders would be really good for is like if I did need tier shoulders specifically, I think it might be better to twist those over my current ones, which are like perfect. Pretty much perfect Fury stats. Belts, I don't think the belt's a good upgrade for any spec, I don't think. Helmet, again, it's kind of like hero to myth. The ring is just the ring, which is very good, so. Also, I feel like this is kind of like good karma. Because, well, I did like initially, we killed Broodtwister this last weekend. And two of these rings dropped, and I did want one, but I ended up kind of like, it kind of came down to, I believe it was like a 50-50 type to me and one of the other raiders, and I was just kind of like, I'm not going to be using it on the next boss, Princess, because I was going to be playing Arms, so I was like, you could honestly just give it to, you know, whoever I want, you know, like, it would be good, really, really good for Fury. In a shocking upset, my sim wants me to take the shoulders and twist them. I guess maybe the stupid thing not to do is add sockets to a ring in SimCraft, huh? That's probably just a bit silly. Alright, one more time. There we go. Okay, that's the result I was expecting. The ring is indeed the upgrade, but I forgot to add sockets to it the first time. What a good thing to do, to totally forget to like add all, like, you know, a lot of the power to that item in the vault. I was really thinking, like, why would it not be an upgrade, considering it's just more stat of what I'm already wearing? It doesn't, you know, didn't make much sense to me, but, you know, whatever. Okay, onward to the next character, I think. So I got quite a lot of vaults to get through today, and quite a lot of them are all pretty relevant. I did every single character of mine got at least, you know, Mythic plus 10. Some of them got some rating, and I did like, you know, double rating on my monk. He got like on Tuesday night, did like triple rating, so I got a lot of shit to go through. Gotta, you know, keep it rolling. Alright, got Raven for good luck. Checking, I'm not opening in his blood. The last time I opened in his blood, I kind of regretted my choice afterward. Give me some good shit. It's pretty. That might not be so bad. I lose some crit, but it is a mythic belt and all. I wonder what it catalyzes to. Crit haste hands. Yeah, mythic belt. Myth. It's like Myth to your hands or myth to your legs, or maybe even a belt, depending on what it catalyzes to. Let me see. It's hard to do this with a cat. Hey, at least she's purring, so it's worth it. Not a very terribly exciting vault for the DK, huh? At least it doesn't seem like it. I don't know. It's like it's myth tier, which is still relevant, right? But it's like, I don't know, it doesn't feel all that exciting at this point. I gotta say. Ah, fine. Man, I'd love to be a viewer watching the episode, or this video, because I've been waiting here for like freaking 10 minutes. It feels like waiting for Sims. Oh, it's gonna be just like a quick hack job, and you guys get to see all the good stuff right away. I'm jealous of you right now. I can't wait for my next few characters where it's like one, maybe two, 10 slots, so maybe it'll be a really easy choice. I'm hoping. Hoping for quick, easy choices for all the next characters. It's only these two that, I really don't want to make a silly choice. I guess since I kind of talked about it for a second on my warrior, it's like, I guess the one I would want would be the myth legs, just because like it will be straight hero to myth with no, secondary stats loss like it will with the hands. But at the same time, I also do have like these. I have not one but two other like legs with the bonus stats on them, and I was going to reroll or catalyze one of these after I saw what I got in my vault. So yeah. Might not need them now, though, is the thing. Which, again, myth tier legs can't complain, but... Alright, here it is. Moment of truth. Drum roll. What will I pick? The belt. Apparently. At least, like, from a pure DPS standpoint. Which, again, I don't know if I agree with that. I have to still twist it. Mastery Heavy Haste Belt. Again, it's one of these funny things where it's like, I'm a tank. Does it really matter anyway? But it's probably what I should have said, to pass me complaining about waiting here for so long. Is like, just pick the damn tier legs. Why not? Go for a, why does that keep popping up? Let's go for the, maybe not super long-term choice now, because, like, how much longer is the current season gonna be? But, it'll still be, a good while. A good amount of time I would get out of a myth tier legs for this character. Alright, you get to put some extra points into it right away. Feeling pretty good about that choice. Even if the sim disagrees, but when you make me wait that long, I'm gonna rebel. Alright, moving on. Again, just a reminder, all of my other characters I did keys on, all got big keys on them. At least a 10. It's going to be exciting. Got some bish shit coming out. Gonna be worth waiting for an extra 40 minutes at this point for me. Okay, for 30 minutes, I'll be honest. Not 40, 30. Should be nice and easy on my Evoker. I'm pretty sure I only did 110. There might be like some Raid Finder slots that I did trying to get all my all the sets from all the anniversary sets, which looks like I will be going for Myth Boots. So they're very good stats for Dev if I want to play Dev, which I would like to go back to playing Dev, but I've kind of just been content with like kind of getting carried and because I don't want to feel like a burden and doing like half damage. I mean, not half damage, but you know what I mean. It's like you're doing like less damage than the other guys. So it's like, well, you play Og, and you know your damage isn't really fully reflected anyway. So you know maybe it works out. I wonder what boots turn into. Haste Mastery. Not super sure I will change those, but that's not too bad. Alright, like I said, I'm gonna move right along and crank my way through these other characters. My monk, I'm pretty excited for this vault, because, again, I did some extra rating on it. Like, I actually went and did, not only did I do, half of the BRD on Heroic, just as, like, kind of like an end-of-the-night thing to do in Raid, and Evade Tuesday night. I then later on in the night also pugged Heroic with a buddy of mine, and you know I won't lie, even though I'm pretty sure I have 2 +10 Mythic Plus slots in here. There's a chance I get the fist weapon from Princess, and I might pick it purely for the Mog if it shows up. Just fair warning right now. Wow. Okay, so not only is it the fist weapon, but also the trinket as well. Damn, you had to go and throw both of them at me at once, huh? And also, I guess both of these slots are dead, in my opinion, because I don't want to drop my embellished belt, which is super good for Brew. This would be great for Windwalker, I guess, but I don't get to play Windwalker all that much now that like I feel pretty confident tanking on this character. And then Miss Colorado Arena just kind of sucks. It's a big old meme trigger in my mind. So wow. And I think I do have a hero weapon. Oh, I think it's this is the smartest choice. Again, I said I'd pick it purely for Transmog, but it's actually just might be just all around the best choice in the vault anyway. So it's a win-win for me, in my mind. And it did not take very long to get that. Which sorry to anyone who's been fiending for that drop on a main or something, but you know, sometimes that's just how it rolls, you know. So play with the cards you get dealt. Now I guess I need to do the raid again for the trinket though. Maybe. Oh, even better, going to one-handers, I gotta bring back out the fucking, like, the monk nuts. Whatever you want to call this, these weapons on a monk, because they're just gonna stay on my back forever, so my monk character has, monk nuts. That's what I like to coin this Mog as. Moving right along. Man, I love this game sometimes. Pally got the 10. What do I get for the 10? Maybe a nice weapon? A ring? Is it the... I was gonna say I got 2 weird tank trinkets, but this is obviously only veteran because I only did like a delve slot, right? Which, that's not a terrible weapon, I won't lie, but a myth socketed crit haste ring. Here's this thing, which, you know, it's like whenever I think about trinkets, whenever I see trinkets in the vault or like as drops in a dungeon or whatever, and I feel like if I've never heard about the trinket before, I just kind of automatically assume it's bad. You know, like I haven't seen this on a list of being like, you know, this is a niche tank trinket or anything, right? It's just, you know, I've heard about this one as being like a not so bad tank trinket, but it's only veteran, and I'm not gonna pick a veteran piece from the vault. Like, again, I got all these slots that are kind of, I was just literally doing BRD, spamming it to get myself my anniversary sets. What did I got? I did unlock all of them, so I got them very quickly last week, and I am obviously just gonna go for this, even if it's not great stats for. Honestly, it's honestly not great stats for Prot or Ret, but it's a big myth ring. It'll give me cheap upgrades for my other rings, you know. And it's not gonna, like, it'll still probably be like good damage, but it may not just be like the overall best in slot damage I could have gotten for a ring from the vault. But cannot complain too much. So. Now all I need is for that same exact ring to drop on my Demon Hunter, because I've gotten that same ring, the whatever Dredger band. I've gotten it on my DK or my Demon Hunter 3 times. Got it as like champion, warband, warbound, whatever. First time, looted it again. I think from a vault, and now I could maybe get it as myth if it worked out that way, but I doubt it. I think for my Demon Hunter, I'd like another weapon. Got very lucky with one last week. Get rid of the veteran one. That's not a weapon. Also hero legs, which isn't so bad. Ooh, but the bracers do reroll into good stats for pretty much Havoc and Vengeance. Obviously, I'll just go for the bracers. There's, you know, yeah, I could go for veteran to hero legs, and they're also, the legs are super good stats, but I'll just go for the bracers. Like, I would probably want to craft something in the bracer slot, I bet, but I could still go for a cloak or whatever. It's not a big deal in my mind. My birds are very loud today. Those are actually really, really damn good as is for Havoc, huh? If I remember their stat priority right. Maybe I keep him as is, actually. Like, I know Tank really doesn't care at all for mastery, but maybe just for, because I seem to be playing more Havoc and Keys. Like, I do enjoy tanking on Demon Hunter, but it's like I'm very afraid of tanking real Keys on this character so far. Pretty sure maybe I did one of these 8s as a tank, and I think that was the highest I've went so far, actually tanking. Okay, quick crafting detour over. Back to the vaults. Like, you know, I want to just make sure I get that right away. And yeah, you're right. It's like, Treggyz, you're playing a mage? I am now. Leveled it last week. Did some keys. Got some 10s on it. And there's almost no world that what's in the 10 slot is gonna be bad. Like, you know, in theory, it's like, I guess it's like I don't necessarily want a weapon because I have a crafted staff, right? But see what I get. These all LFR. I didn't do much real content. East verse. And that's not super terrible. Like, I know Fire Mage is what kind of I've been primarily playing. It's kind of like been like 70-30 split between Fire and Frost so far. Not super interested in playing Arcane. Very admittedly, I've like never really played Arcane Mage ever. And so like I did the Mage Tower at towards the very end of Legion as Arcane, and that's about it. So I don't really know what Urkian wants stat-wise, but I don't really care much for versatility. Like, this character feels really damn squishy when I have done keys on it, so maybe just, like, you know, doubling my verse with one item won't be so bad. And then I also got, like, a good chest down here. Say good head, but then I forgot it's veteran. Mog, you know. Yeah. It's pretty much two-way split, huh? The ring gives me, like, cheap ring upgrades, pretty much. And this would just be good because, like, I probably won't, you know, the chances of getting an upgrade are slim because it'll just be, like, you know, 10, Mythic 10 slot vault, you know, myth upgrade. It's also, like, the best stats for all the mage pieces for fire, pretty sure. Guess I'll do another sim real fast. Real fast, I say. 20 minutes later, though. Hopefully this is the last sim I have to run today. God damn, it's been taking a hot minute waiting for these to go off. I've been recording for close to an hour, and it doesn't really feel like it because it's literally just been me waiting around for sims. It's the true horror of playing so many characters and being indecisive. I suppose. I should almost just do, like, for the first time ever, take a break in the middle of the video where I just, like, go get myself, like, my lunch or something, waiting for this one to finish. It's not even a terrible idea. Today we make history. Today I will eat a little bit of food on Treggyz vaults. Yeah, surprise, surprise, the ring is the upgrade. Yeah, it looks like it was going to come down to the ring or the cloak, actually. Surprising. But my current cloak is kind of real bad, so it's not too surprising. Again, I make history today. I eat some food on Treggyz videos, Treggyz Vault videos. Good food too. Anyways, similar to last week, that's pretty much my last real vault. I have my other warrior that I didn't do as much as I did last week, but I did the same thing as before where I did, like, just enough stuff to get some veteran slots on it because I want to get some Mog using that character, so just turn this in before I forget about it. Make sure to take notes. Tactfully held off so I could get an extra coffer key on my mage. Which ring do I replace? Oh, that's probably the shocking upset, is it doesn't actually want me to keep my it wants me to keep this ring, which I guess, like, fair enough, it does have a socket on it, even if I haven't filled the socket yet. But it wants me to swap off my Circle of Bone. It's a bit of which is a bit upsetting because I literally just got it the other day from Warband, you know, higher level Grim Batol run. And I was like, oh, this will be perfect for my mage, which had, like, I think it still had a blue ring, you know, a random, you know, adventure ring or whatever, other warband ring I had thrown on it just to, you know, get a slot on it. And obviously, wants me to replace that one. But I guess like they're both really good rings for fire, like incredibly good rings. So I guess it's not like too upsetting. Do this real fast because it also wants me to do this, which I was gonna do anyway. I just wanted to, you know. Big upgrades for my mage. It is really fast to gear characters. It's got to be said, if you got some warband gear just like lying around, I didn't have any cloth people leveled up yet, so my mage just instantly got fed all of my cloth gear that had been accumulating in my bank. Just instantly get it to, you know, hit 80, instantly get 4 set, instantly get like, I think I was at like 580 item level, like within an hour, or like not even an hour, excuse me, probably like within like 20 minutes of hitting 80, and just kind of like ready to go to town, you know? It was great. Give me some Mog. That's all I want on this character is some Mog. That is not Mog. It is a lot of not Mog. I was gonna say, I already have a veteran cloak too in my bag. Fuck you, game. Although I just, what do you guys think? 50 eye level or a trinket? blue to purple trinket or 50 eye level neck? With a socket on it. Why not? Make my, transmog farming a little easier on this character. Should have done some dungeon slots, but it was like all I really did on this character last week was a LFR BRD and then kind of like moved on. I guess I still did my wax quest for my crafting points, but look at that. This was a little transmog life hack I, you know, used back in Dragonflight using the catalyst charges and stuff. What you can do when if you're hunting for transmog, like again, I don't necessarily like the warrior set all that much, but I still want to collect all of it before the end of the season. So an easy thing to do is if you happen to get a veteran piece, you can use the single veteran piece to get the LFR version and the normal version just by like catalyzing it and then upgrading it. So if you ever see me on like my other characters like hold a piece at like 4 out of 8 champion or 4 out of 6 hero or whatever, it's because like I'm trying to kind of be greedy for some Mog. So I could like, you know, oh, maybe I hold off right now. I eventually twist it, and then I get 2 items from it. So, case in point, I shouldn't really like be sitting here for so long. I'll do hands real fast, just to show off the tech. So, I will learn the veteran appearance right now, aka the raid finder appearance. From doing that. Right? There it is. Yeah, fly on up to your favorite local upgrade guy. Here's hoping I have upgrade things for this. I should. Throw it in there. You throw it up to 5 out of 8 when you need to spend the next level crest on the piece to get it upgraded. That means you will get the normal appearance. Case in point. And boom, for one twist, you get 2 item appearances for it. So that's my little, I don't know, transmog hack that isn't so secret, but just in case, you know, you're like me and you, maybe if you don't necessarily want to use the piece, you know, the gear to Mog in the future, at least you don't think you do. you know, you just want to collect it, you may as well get your, you know, big value out of one piece. So, anyways, pretty sure that was all I did. I also leveled my Shaman, but I didn't do anything at all on him at 80. I don't think I did, at least. I'd be shocked if there was like a vault on this character. I have unclaimed rewards. Apparently I did do just enough for a vault. Let's see what I got. I guess while I'm doing this I can talk about my last week, which was like not a whole lot. I mean, I did a lot of like World of Warcraft, obviously. I mean, that's what I kind of do, if you haven't noticed. Spent a lot of last week doing like leveling, leveled up 2 characters, 3 characters, I can't remember. I forgot to even change this guy's thing over to the new place. Or could I cheese it over here at this vault? You know, good memories here. No. Cannot do that. Lots of leveling, lots of Mythic Plus. And lots of Mythic raiding. Finally, Evade. Not only did we kill Broodtwister on Mythic in WoW, Evade also entered Mythic last week, which was pretty cool. Because, you know, I enjoy getting better. I enjoy getting more and better loot. It's kind of the main reason why I play so many damn characters, because, you know, it is exciting to kind of like sit and open a bunch of vaults on characters. You know, I want to spin that wheel without having to, you know, literally go gamble. This is you know, my kind of gambling where, you know, I just sit in my room and play video games, and every Tuesday I get to get excited about, you know, my weekly paycheck, so to speak. So, let's see what I got. Enhancement's probably fine. Oh look, wow. I haven't seen this ring before. Oh gosh. What do you think? 467 to 593 ring? That seems like a pretty good upgrade. Although I also bet this character has, I could just swipe some gear from my vault. Probably got like a few rings floating around in here. Not great ones, but, you know. Good enough, I bet. And I also got like a decent trinket for it to start. I got that literally last night as well. So. But back to Mythic. We finally killed Broodtwister, which is pretty, like, I won't lie in saying that, like, my opinion of that fight kept like changing, and I kind of really liked Broodtwister on Mythic. It's probably something that like everyone who might hear that opinion might rebel against that, who's done the fight, because it is really kind of annoying having to have 2 people get like assigned by your weak aura to stand on the certain egg, the egg clump that like has to get broken, or else you're just all kind of dead, you know. And it's fun. I don't know. I got to play Fury Warrior on the fight, and even though I was mainly playing poorly, my thing I kept sharing is like my Fury Warrior confession is that on the pull of the fight for Broodtwister, I wasn't sending any cooldowns because I just kind of figured that, like, I think it was like a, you know, like a first pull mentality where it's like, well, you know, probably don't need it right now, you know, to do boss damage right here, so I'm just going to hold buttons for the first set of ads, which is like literally about 40 seconds into the fight, 35 seconds into the fight, something like that. But what you do for Broodtwister actually is you get to play Anger Management. And Anger Management is the talent for warriors in general where as you spend rage, you get cooldowns back, like your big buttons. You don't get avatar back for Fury, but you get like Recklessness, Blade Storm. I think it might be literally just Recklessness and Blade Storm and or Ravager. And it turns out on the very pull of the fight, you could send everything and still get your your biggest, most important buttons back in time for the first set of ads. So I spent about 100, just a little over 100 pulls doing Broodtwister without like playing my spec correctly the entire time. And I only realized it after Friday, where we had a like a 1.6% wipe, and it was like literally our last pull of the night, and it was like, I mean, that's like essentially a full kill. So let's go see how I did. And it's like, oh, I did very, very poorly as far as DPS goes, and at least like getting a pull like that where it's like you almost killed the boss, so you get to see, what could I have done better on to actually have killed the boss? And it's like, oh, I could have gotten a full set of cooldowns in on the pull, and we could have probably just killed the boss a whole day earlier, But at the very least, I did get that little like kind of wake up call thing where, I got to come back the next night in raid and just get to play better overall, or at least better damage overall. I was still doing fine for the most part, but like compared to like the top, like 1% of WoW players or Fury Warriors on that fight, I was doing like nothing compared to them. But at least for the kill pool, I did better. I got like a 50 parse, 51 parse or whatever, which like for a first time kill, I am more than satisfied getting like a halfway down the road good parse. Just killing the boss is the most important thing. Re-kills and stuff is where you get a really scumbag it up trying to eke out more damage. But yeah, I kind of liked Broodtwister. I'm gonna be kind of sad we're not gonna be really re-killing that boss for a while, because we're gonna obviously just we're gonna re-kill the initial part of the raid, and instead of doing Broodtwister, we just go to Princess instead, which like we did like an hour or so of Princess prog, and it was like essentially just playing through the first few charges, the first few portal shit on Mythic, and that fight is shaping up to be pretty fun. It may not be super fun for me as melee, but I think it's going to be damn enjoyable to prog. Besides Broodtwister, or Vade, we finally got to start Mythic fully. We got to do like a handful of pulls on Ulgrax before, like 2 weeks back. It was like we got to see the first phase and like a little bit of the intermission, but it wasn't really enough time to like get people comfortable with that fight, so we didn't really get any progress on it before. But this week we got to get like just under an hour to kill it or so, if I remember right off the top of my head. Fine, you can go on the desk, Raven. Yes, meow right into the mic. We got to kill Ulgrax, which isn't a terribly hard fight, but it is just like one of those fights it's like you do the fight on normal, you do the fight on heroic, and you're kind of just like content to have that fight do kind of nothing. But then on Mythic, all of a sudden it's like, oh, you kind of just fall over because you stood in the one bad thing, or you had your dispel circle cleave onto someone else that also had one, and you just both die, or one too few people are in the group soak thing, and it's just like, or you get sucked. You take the group soak, you help with it, and you get sucked into the boss and you die. It's just like the boss suddenly does stuff on Mythic, and it's kind of all right fight. Good. Probably not like the definitely not the best Mythic starter boss, but at least it's like easy enough once you get comfortable with it. Like mainly your healers get comfortable with like the damage that people take. And then at that point it's just a matter of living for 7 minutes, 8 minutes, however long that fight is. Then then you go from that fight and you do Bloodbound Horror, and it's just kind of like, this guy's kind of just a joke. We killed it in 3 pulls. We could have killed it in 2 pulls, but I think I fucked up the beam or something. I can't remember exactly, but we killed that thing real quick, and we still got about an hour of Sikrin prog. Which even that fight, we could have like maybe just killed it if we gotten, I don't know, maybe I was better with my callouts on the fight or something, but we'll probably get it this week as long as we get through Heroic quickly and don't have any struggles re-clearing the early bosses, because I'd like to Vantage Rune Sikrin, you know? Or maybe even do like most everyone gets Vantage Rune to Sikrin and then maybe like hold... Actually, no, I should probably just Vantage Rune everyone on Sikrin so I could definitely kill it, but... Would rather Vantage Rune Ration on, but not super sure what to do exactly. I'll figure it out before raid.
My group will stay here at Diamond. We're going to walk out for the damage. We're going to come back to Diamond, my group. We're going to get blasted.
Yeah.
Kill the boss.
I think that might all be it for me.
You take it, Kobe.
It's been a very long video on my end because I've been waiting around for so many sims. So I think that about wraps it up. I'll go ahead and let everybody go. I'll be back next week with another one of these bad boys. Hopefully I'll have just as much, if not more, good loot next time around. So hopefully I will see everybody then. Thank you again for watching, and please just remember to subscribe if you're not subscribed. If you somehow made it to this far in the video and you've been thinking about it, please. Please. I'll see everybody around. Thank you guys again. Goodbye from Raven.